Hey friendos, welcome back and wait a minute. Yeah, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are not doing Marvel Future Fight today. We are starting a new game, Street Fighter Duel, which just came out. It was released yesterday, and so I figured, hey, why not give it a whirl and see how good it is. Massive Street Fighter fan, and that Street Fighter 4 music in that intro was absolutely awesome. Way better than any Marvel Future Fight intro. So I figured, why not have a first impressions, just not so much of a deep dive, but just a quick look, just to see what it's all about. You can see here, as with any mobile game, when you first start, it can be a little intimidating. There is a lot of different things to click on and tab and share and all sorts of kind of things. But we're going to guide you through it, and hopefully by the end of the video, you guys will be sold on it as well. And yeah, who knows? If enough people like this, then maybe we'll make this a regular thing rather than Future Fight, because that game is as dry as the Gobi Desert these days. So first of all, you can see, as well as your normal login, you can also get these, basically a free roulette, which means you can get every single reward on this. You can see here, play for another couple of minutes, you get another lottery attempt. You basically get all of those rewards over the course of about an hour's playing it. Then you have your standard, you got your daily challenges, you've got your growth missions for all of us. Well, everyone's a new player at the moment. There are no veterans in Street Fighter Duelers as yet. Then we have your daily, weekly, and challenges. So there's a lot of stuff to pick up, obviously, for everyone who's going to be a brand new player. So they want to give everyone a good fair shout. But we'll focus on the main aspects of the game. So you can see we click to the bottom, we have challenges, and straight away you'll notice you have got idol rewards in this game. So it's not so much similar to Netmarble games as it is just to your more standard Japanese gacha RPGs. So you've got a bunch of idol rewards. Obviously, the further up in levels you go, the higher you go, the better those rewards are going to be. We have our team here, and basically this is the story mission. You go through the different worlds, different stages, and obviously you have to connect them. See here, we have our team: Makoto, Ken, Sakura. We have Poison as the assist, and then we have Blanca as a passive assist. You unlock those at the end of level 3, I believe. And we're just going to go in. We actually also have Cody as a special EX move. I don't know if we'll see him or not. As you can see, we got it on 4 times speed, because basically you don't actually play the game. The game is an auto play. You can put it on manual if you want. You can change the speed down to ×1, but you don't really get any benefit from it. And considering the amount of missions you have to go through, it's a lot easier just to put it on 4 times speed and the gameplay itself. If there are any aspects, be it in PvP or Shadowland or any of the other game areas where manual play is required or needed or better, as and when that comes out, like I say, I will let you know. But until then, we're just going to keep on going with automatic. And as you can see, we got a ton of missions. There is no shortage of missions to do. And yeah, what we need to do is we need to boost up our characters if we're going to get through. So you can see we have a level up and we have an awakening system. Awakening means you need to have 2 other characters of the same rank. You can see here we get 3 B Kens turn into a B plus Ken. Now our main Ken is already a B plus, so we can use our new B plus Ken, and because it's on a kind of rock paper scissors Janken system, instead of rock paper scissors you got fire, wind, lightning, balanced, and then light and dark. So you can use up 2 B plus fire types to go for Ken to get him up to A. So we say goodbye to Relento and we use him, which is great. So you can see it's worth always keeping your characters and ranking them up, because you can always use them as fodder. So you never want to get rid of any characters, at least until you're sure that you're never going to use them. If you get to a point where you do think that you're not going to use them anymore, there are ways that we can deal with that. So, how do you get characters? Well, here we go. This is the main thing. You can see that there are different elements for faction pools and for friendship pools, because obviously if you have a friends list on here, you get rewards for that. But this is the standard one that most people are going to see. So we'll do a quick 10 draw here. Let's see what we get. We've got one new. We've got, oh, we have DJ. Oh, it's Yun. Yun was the new character. Oh, I thought I had DJ already, but he was because he was shining up as an A. So nice. New character, thank you very much. You can see there at the bottom you have the share button, which will gain you extra rewards. I'm not sure if that'll be a constant thing. I know it is in some games. I believe Netmarble 7 Deadly Sins had a similar system. We didn't even bother sharing it. We just clicked back out of the screen, but we got the 50 crystals anyway, so we'll take that. Yeah, you can see we had an A DJ, but we already had him. And then we got the little thing for Yun because we hadn't pulled him. So let's do another 10 pull, see if we get anyone else. And okay, we have a couple of Dans, a Ken and a Cody. Okay, so now that we've pulled our characters and we have a surplus, we can go back in and I can show you. So you can see now we have a bunch of Dans. So we can obviously go ahead and awaken him to get him as a B+. And he's a lightning type. So together with Sakura, we can rank up those Sakuras and we can get our main Sakura, who's a B+, up to A standard as well. Which is nice. So let's go ahead and use those Sakuras that we just got. There we go. I do love the chibi art style of this. It's not quite Puzzle Fighter, but it's not quite Street Fighter graphics. It's very similar. I don't know if any of you have played the game Yuden Chronicles. I know it's on Game Pass at the moment, but it's a very similar art style to that, and animation style as well. Really, really nice. Really enjoy it. Obviously, the sounds are ripped straight from Street Fighter 4, so we cannot complain at that, as is the roster. So, speaking of, let's go and awaken Hakan. Very nice, B+. So yeah, as I was saying, all your characters that you want to keep, do. I don't think there doesn't seem to be any kind of limit or cap, so that's pretty good. Now you can see here there's a reset. So if you do get a character up to maximum level and you think, you know what, this character isn't cutting it, but then you pull a better character and you think, oh man, I don't want to have to just start all over again, you can reset. So you can take off all the materials and then put it onto the new character. And then we have all these C rank tier characters who no one really cares about. So we're just going to dismiss those and get the rewards, which we can use to rank up the characters we do care about. So you can see Ken here. So we'll just promote him a bunch of times. You can press the button individually or you can press and hold it and it will just keep on going until you run out of resources, which is nice. And you also get gems for ranking up the characters as well. So again, similar to Marvel Future Fight, getting characters to level 50 and 60, then tier 2, tier 3. Same with this. I'm not sure how far up it's going to go, if it's going to go to S, double S, triple S tier. That again is something we're just going to find out in time. But yeah, as you can see, each time you get a new character or upgrade a character, you will get those crystal rewards. So make sure to collect those because they are going to be your main bread and butter. They are your main currency in this game. That's your money itself, you don't need to worry about. It's the crystals because that's going to get you your 10 pulls. So we've looked at the characters, we've looked at the idol rewards, and you can see along the bottom here we have other areas to do. But on the left hand side we also have these challenges. Now occasionally you'll complete a mission and you'll get one of these challenges just pop up on the left hand side. They're completely different each time. I've had 2 that I've managed to do, and this is the 3rd one. I actually tried it before. I had Ken and Sakura leveled up to A, and yeah, Poison absolutely bodied me. So I'm hoping I might be able to do better this time. But based on how much damage we're doing to her, I think we're going to need to go a few levels higher. I don't know if you saw the versus screen before. We're on 29k power, and Poison by ourselves on 39k power, so it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do this. We're not dying like we did last time, but I just think we don't think that we have the DPS. So that's a shame. That's a shame, but it's something to work towards, which is nice. I'm not sure if these are limited or if they just stay there until you beat them, or if they go away after a certain period of time. But there we go. We couldn't do it this time. But see, I've got a couple of different ones there to do, those super tasks. So we shall have to see. So let's move into some of the other areas of the game. We have an idle rewards called bounties, which is where you can basically set your characters. They'll go and perform tasks. It'll have a set time, 2 hours, 4 hours, etc. And then once they're finished, you can then redeploy them for other missions. Obviously, you can't use the same character twice, so it's why it's another good reason to have a good roster. Especially if you've got multiples, then that's going to really help as well. We can't. Oh, we have to collect our rewards from these tasks too before we can set those off. Okay, let's collect those. Okay, so now we can go back. Okay, and then as you can see, those characters are now greyed out, so we can't use Ken and Yun. We could use DJ, but we don't have another A ranked win type, so unfortunately we cannot do that one just yet. So that's bounties. Then we have Shadaloo City, which is basically endurance or survival mode. You can see here we have health pickups, because you basically have your whole roster, but once a character is dead, they're dead and you can't use them again. So you can see here we've got some characters that are greyed out, and it's flashing on the EX move, because I haven't actually put that into this team. I only just recently unlocked this. As you can see, this game obviously being very new to everyone, so I haven't gotten everything down and all my team set up just yet. So let's put Cody in there, and here's our EX move. And yeah, like I was saying, you can see some characters, they don't have as much health. Ken doesn't have as much health. Some characters are greyed out because they are defeated. You can't use them anymore, so there's no poison for me to use in this team, which is a shame. But we just go with the characters that we have left. You can pick up health and other items. You can pick up revives. You can also pick up other characters as well, who will just be in this mode for you to use. That's quite handy. So, this is not a great team for us to fight, because Zangief is an absolute tank. You'll notice when you build your teams, characters will automatically go into certain positions based on their play style. Zangief will always be at the front because he's a strong tank character. Characters like Ibuki and Dhalsim will be at the back because they're zoners. And then you also get items like this, like a shop where you can collect different items. Now we move on to Shadowland, or Supreme Fist as it's called. This is basically, as opposed to endurance or survival, this is just a one and done, climb the tower, king of the hill. But it's not against other players, it's just against the computer. So you use your characters. If they die, it doesn't matter, because they'll still be available the next stage. You just have to beat each stage, and it progresses in difficulty as you go along. As you can see, we've managed to get up to stage 26. I'm not sure how high some of the best players have managed to get already, or people who've just had more time to spend in the game. But yeah, we're doing quite well so far, I think. Ooh, Decapre. I fought her a couple of times. She seems like she is going to be really broken in this game, because every time I've faced her, she has absolutely bodied me. And when I've had her on my team in one of those super tasks, it was a preset team, so I didn't need to worry about changing any of the characters or putting my own in. She was amazing. So, as per the characters, as you saw in endurance round, you can pick up gear. Now at the moment I just have white and green gear, but it does say that when I get, as you can see at the bottom there, it challenges, it says get to 3-8 to unlock different areas. So when you do that, I think you can get upgradable equipment, and that's going to be really key for PvP. And as you can see here, we have the standard arena, You look at the top fighters, some of them are on crazy numbers already. I'm not sure if a lot of them have just put in a lot more time and dedicated a lot more hours into the game already, or if they've been spending money on the game. I haven't as yet, because I want to see how far I can get without actually dipping my hands in the older wallet. But if I enjoy the game, or I keep enjoying the game as I have been doing, then sure, why not? And you can see we haven't set Cody as our EX move, so we'll just do that now. This is the team we're going with. If any of you guys are on here, you want to add me, you can see my name there, Matt Autopop, same as everywhere else, so by all means feel free to send me a friend request. It looks like we're all going to need to have our friend list full in order to get the maximum benefit, getting those points every day in order to get those character pools. So yeah, just a very standard PvP setup for this. Obviously we haven't got Battle Royale or Super Showdown unlocked as yet. I don't know if those are things that we unlock later on. You can see we've just unlocked Dojo, which is nice. I believe Dojo is for passive buffs, which gives you boosts to XP. Yeah, so this one you can see here, the punching bag gives you a boost to cash, but obviously cash isn't a real currency. Crystals is the main currency you're going to use in game. Cash is just your throw away. It's your false currency. You can have a high number, but it doesn't really mean much. Obviously what we're really looking for is diamonds, because that's going to be the thing that's going to get you more characters, especially when presumably they'll be doing events with certain characters will have different things. Now you can see here we have EX moves. This is another passive that triggers at certain times during battle. We did have Cody, as you just saw, we put him into our PvP team. We've only just unlocked him. Now there are certain tasks that you have to do in order to unlock an EX move character. I can't remember exactly where that was. Is it in challenge? Here we go. Yeah. So you can see there Cody's unlocked. We now want to get Sakura, so you can see the different missions down in the bottom there, what you have to do. So getting 6 characters to grade A, completing certain stages. So there is a lot to get into. There's a lot of depth in this game, and it feels like it's something that's going to be a lot of fun going forward. Obviously because it's new, you know, it may be a certain thing that if this game lasts as long as Marvel Future Fight, in a couple of years down the road we'll be saying, oh, that monotonous grind of blah 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 and blah 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 is all boring. But for right now, it's pretty awesome. There's a fairly decent sized roster here already, and you can see some of those characters swap over, which means that there are alternates available. So I know I've already seen Zangief and Mecha Zangief. You can see there we have Dudley, but he swaps over to be Guile. So there is a fair amount of characters in this game already. I'm looking forward to seeing what else is in here. I hope you guys are too. Let me know if you guys are playing, and I'll catch you in the next one.
We await your return, warrior.